Your Excellency Andrzej Duda, President of the Republic of Poland, distinguished guests, all protocol observed, a very warm welcome to you at the second edition of the Rwanda-Poland Business Forum, which has been organized along the sidelines of the state visit of His Excellency Andrzej Duda. My name is Dana Mpisi. It's an honor to be the Director of Ceremonies for this very important business forum. To our Polish guests, I would like to say Witamy w Iwanja, which translates to Murakazaneza in Rwanda. Thank you for being with us. The forum discussions this afternoon, will focus on 5 main sectors, which include green technology, agro-processing, infrastructure, manufacturing, and education. I'd like to reiterate that the English channel is 1 and the Polish channel is 2 for the simultaneous translation that will take place. As I said before, we have with us representatives from 80 domestic companies in Rwanda and 18 companies represented here, all the way from Poland. Without further ado, I'd like to call to give us welcome remarks Janine Munyeshuri, the Minister of State in charge of Public Investment and Resource Mobilization. Thank you.
Your Excellency, the President of Poland, Your Excellency, the President of Rwanda, Honorable Ministers, Chief Executive Officers, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure and honor to welcome you to Rwanda and specifically to the second edition of the Rwanda-Poland Business Forum. I stand here stepping in for my colleague, Francis Gatare, RDB's CEO, who unfortunately is unwell and could not be present today. I am the Minister of State in charge of Public Investments and Resource Mobilization at the Minister of Finance. Without ambitious public investment, the private sector, as you know it, would have proved unwilling to invest in areas where the required funding was large, long-term, and highly uncertain. In that capacity as well, I look forward to learning from your governments, from the Poland government, bold tax reforms, also known as the Polish Deal or New Polish Deal, and other timely policies, including industrial policies that cushion the economic impact of the pandemic and ease the economic repercussions of the war in Ukraine. The relationship between Poland and Rwanda has evolved significantly over the years. Both our countries have shown a commitment to fostering bilateral ties with the 2 new agreements signed this morning in the areas of trade, green technologies, environmental engineering, geology, and energy efficiency. Let me take this opportunity, Mr. President, to wholeheartedly thank you for the words of praise you had for our government and country. And I want also to take this moment to thank and appreciate the Polish Investment and Trade Agency, PAIH, for their efforts and collaboration in organizing this business forum in Rwanda, for the private sector communities from our 2 countries to engage and foster partnerships. Your dedication, support, and collaboration are truly invaluable. Thank you. To Your Excellency, the President of Poland, all the delegates, business leaders here present, to you we just want to say again, Murakazaneza, which means a very warm welcome to Rwanda. We immensely value your presence among us. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Poland and Rwanda possess unique strengths and resources that can be leveraged for mutual benefit. In recent years, Rwanda has emerged as a promising destination for foreign investments, with a focus on sectors such as agriculture, manufacturing, technology, and renewable energy. On the other hand, Poland boasts a diverse economy with expertise in various industries, as we both heard from the President this morning. By identifying synergies between our economies, we can unlock new opportunities for increased investments, partnerships, and growth. According to RDB records, 4 projects from Poland are registered in Rwanda with a total investment value of US $72.3 million, creating over 330 jobs in key sectors such as health, energy, ICT, services, and construction. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, our government has prioritized sectors, as I said before, technology and innovation, agriculture, manufacturing, and green economy for its sustainable economic development. This diversification presents opportunities for Polish investors looking to enter the Rwandan market. For example, in agriculture, there are prospects for agribusiness, food processing, and modern farming techniques. Additionally, Rwanda's ICT sector is rapidly expanding, presenting opportunities for technology-related investments from Poland. The government of Rwanda has taken proactive measures to improve the business environment. It has, thanks to digitization, simplified business registration processes and reduced the time it takes to start a business. Our country has established a legal framework that protects foreign investments. The country is a signatory to various international investment agreements and has put in place laws to safeguard investors' rights. This provides a level of assurance for Polish investors considering ventures in Rwanda. Rwanda presents viable opportunities for Polish businesses seeking to expand into the African market. We do have a track record of being a proof of concept country for innovators looking to test, launch, and scale to the continent. At the Rwanda Development Board, we host a fully fledged one-stop center that issues over 440 licenses and permits on behalf of all government of Rwanda institutions. The Rwanda Development Board is in charge of coordinating your interactions with the government. It facilitates, negotiates, and structures your investment, as well as processes tax incentives. So once again, you are most welcome to invest in Rwanda. Distinguished guests, for us, investments are not just numbers. These are solutions, these are jobs, these are experiences. If you are in this room, you too can join Luna Smelter, Africa Prometeo Energy, Incuba Medical Technology, and Umva Muhazi, already investing in Rwanda and transforming people's lives. I wish you all fruitful discussions and encourage you to visit the country's magnificent tourist attractions during your stay here. Once again, welcome to the land of 1,000 hills, and we say also even more opportunities. I thank you all for your kind attention.
Thank you very much, Minister Munyeshuri. Also, to share his remarks, I would like to welcome Mr. Łukasz Swoniowski, Director of the Polish Investment and Trade Agency, Nairobi office. A warm welcome to you, sir.
Mwiriwe. Szanowni Państwo, serdecznie witam i bardzo dziękuję za przybycie. Jest z nami
We have here with us the President of the Republic of Rwanda, Mr. Paul Kagame. A warm welcome to you, sir. And I would also like to extend a very warm welcome to the President of the Republic of Poland, Andrzej Duda. I welcome the members of the official delegation, I welcome representatives of the administrations of both countries, and my particularly warm welcome goes out to the representatives of business, both those entrepreneurs who have come here from Poland, as well as the economic elite of Rwanda present here with us. I'm glad that as a Polish Investment and Trade Agency, we have once again an opportunity to be here. It is precisely here in Kigali that we have been on several economic missions, and today we're going to tighten relations between our two countries once again. These days-long visits are not all. We are present in this region on a permanent basis. Our local branch responsible for the region of East Africa has been functioning for more than 6 years and bringing a lot of success. It's thanks to this branch that For the last couple of years, we have been able to establish cooperation and identify sectors in which Polish companies can most efficiently, together with Rwandan entrepreneurs, build their future businesses. It is a great honor for me and a reason for joy that with the visit of President Andrzej Duda in East Africa, there is also a period coinciding in which I am taking over the leadership of the foreign branch of a Foreign Investment and Trade Agency. I'm convinced that this visit will contribute to intensification and tightening of economic bonds between our countries. Rwanda is a country of huge potential. Rwandan economy is one of the fastest developing on the African continent. It also has a preferential IBA status, which lifts customs for export of goods to the European market, and it enjoys high rating in terms of doing business. The reforms already implemented have made the establishment of business activity in Rwanda fast, easy, and less expensive. Over the last decades, the Rwandan government has also implemented a lot of public investments in terms of road infrastructure. The country is marked also by a high level of security. It is the safest country in Africa. Now, in terms of cooperation between our two countries, we can see a big opportunity to increase the participation of Polish companies in the production of goods, in modernizing agriculture, and also in developing infrastructure in rural areas. Another promising thing is cooperation in digitization and innovation. However, in order to jointly use these opportunities, I would like to encourage you very warmly, ladies and gentlemen, to networking, both in the B2B formula, which today we will be organizing, as well as the one which will be continued later on in a less formal atmosphere. By doing so, you will be able to get information from the horse's mouth, and you will get to know perspectives for future cooperation. I wish you fruitful meetings, fruitful talks, and once again, thank you for coming.
Thank you for your remarks, Mr. Swaniowski. This afternoon, we are privileged to have with us both presidents from Poland and from Rwanda today, which is a strong symbol of the commitment between both countries to strengthen bilateral ties across a number of sectors. And with that said, I would like to welcome, if you'd please help me welcome, His Excellency President Paul Kagame to share his keynote remarks with us. Thank you.
Excellency Andrzej Duda, President of the Republic of Poland, representatives of the Polish Investment and Trade Agency, business leaders from Rwanda and Poland, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I'm very happy to join you alongside President Duda to kickstart the Rwanda-Poland business roundtable discussion. We are honored to host you. I want to begin by thanking President Duda for bringing a large delegation of business leaders from Poland. A special thank you also goes to the Polish Investment and Trade Agency. For a long time, Polish investors have shown a keen interest to explore new opportunities with our private sector. We appreciate this. Many sectors are presented today. It shows we have a lot to offer each other. In Rwanda, we have been working hard to create an enabling environment for businesses to grow and innovate. Because of the tragedy our country experienced, we did not have the luxury of developing a strong private sector early on. But we were able to multiply the little we had by prioritizing the needs of our citizens. That is the best investment we ever made. Our country is now focused on developing key sectors such as health, tourism, sports, and banking with a notable support from our partners. For each area, we aspire to become a hub for the region and beyond, and contribute to the implementation of the African Continental Free Trade Area. The good news is that more and more investors are taking notice of Africa's young entrepreneurs and betting on their creativity and talent. For many, this is generating employment opportunities. Our continent is also endowed with natural resources essential to power the future of our global economy. Amid global crisis, a decisive factor for resilience is how well the public and private sector can work together to manage this immense wealth. My hope for this roundtable discussion is for the opportunities identified to create tangible results on the ground for both Rwanda and Poland. Ultimately, the purpose of any business venture should be to add value to people's lives. Thank you for the invitation to be with you today. I wish you productive discussions, and I thank you for your kind attention as well. Again, Mr. President, we are happy to have you here in our midst with the delegation you came with, and wish you a very happy stay with us.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. I would like to now welcome President Andrzej Duda, President of the Republic of Poland. Thank you.
Your Excellency, most distinguished Mr. President Kagame, distinguished ministers, esteemed representatives of business from Poland and from Rwanda, distinguished presidents, CEOs, all distinguished guests gathered here today. I wish to welcome all of you very warmly at the inauguration of today's Rwanda-Poland Business Forum, the Round Table, here in Kigali. I thank very much all the entrepreneurs and representatives of the public sector and private sector for accepting the invitation to participate in this event. Especially, my thanks go out to my compatriots, to Polish entrepreneurs for coming here. Very often this is yet another visit to Rwanda, during which they can meet their Rwandan partners. At the outset of my speech, I would like to stress an unprecedented development of bilateral relations between our two countries. This progress would not have been possible without the engagement of the Republic of Rwanda, for which I want to warmly thank the representatives of the authorities led by Mr. President Paul Kagame. Thank you, Mr. President. The decision to open the Embassy of Rwanda in Warsaw and posting to that mission a very involved ambassador, a graduate of a Polish university, were of key importance to intensify our relations. Whereas today's Rwanda-Poland round table is an important element of our economic dialogue. The intensity of our mutual relations is confirmed by numerous recent visits of representatives of both governments. Let me use this opportunity and mention that in June last year, the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Rwanda, Mr. Vincent Biruta, was an honorary guest at an annual meeting of the ambassadors of the Republic of Poland in Warsaw. Before that, in December 2022, a visit to Rwanda was paid by Polish ministers representing diplomacy, development and finance. Your Excellency, Mr. President, ladies and gentlemen, and dear Rwandan friends, the contemporary Poland often is described as an engine of growth of Europe. It can boast a well-diversified market and a status of high-income economy. In 2023, we ranked 21st among the biggest global economies, according to Economic Complexity Index. However, in order to reach this place, we traveled a long and difficult path of transformation. To give you a complete picture of the progress that we have made, let me quote a couple of statistical data. In 1990, the Polish GDP per capita, according to the purchasing power parity, stood at only $6,200. In 2023, this index exceeded $44,000. Between 1990 and 2020, Poland recorded as much as 857% of cumulative GDP growth, which ranks us second. We are global number 2, right after China, in terms of the dynamics of our economic development and growth. Ladies and gentlemen, I am glad that Poland is becoming ever more popular here in Rwanda and among Rwandans. It is with great satisfaction that I take notice of the fact that currently we have got a group of about 1,500 young Rwandans studying in Poland. It is a great joy for us. Looking at different alternatives of educational possibilities, these young people decided to select Polish universities. I'm convinced this is not a coincidence, but a deeply thought through and conscious decision. Thank you very much for this trust. Thank you to the government of Rwanda, thank you to the young people, and also thank you to their parents and families. At the same time, I would like to highlight that also Rwanda enjoys a growing interest from Polish entrepreneurs who take into account the stability and high potential of the local market. And Rwanda is becoming to us an ever more attractive trade partner, business partner. Especially promising sectors of our economy include technologies supporting the effectiveness of agriculture, ICT technologies, drone technologies, as well as cybersecurity. Today's presence in Kigali of representatives of Polish research and science institutions is also showing us the direction in which we would like to go when developing further relations with Rwanda. Ladies and gentlemen, it should be no surprise that many Polish companies are interested in starting their projects here, and that they want to implement them in no other place but precisely here in Rwanda. Because this country offers to them so much needed stability, security, high level of management, excellent investment conditions, and on top of that, wealth of natural resources and a lot of hardworking and ambitious people. Having said that, I wish to stress that Polish technological and scientific offer for Rwanda is based on the principle of partnership. We should implement projects in cooperation with local communities and using local resources. That was the case with the tin smelter in Kigali. That is the biggest Polish and EU investment in Rwanda. Thanks to this project, Rwanda has become the biggest tin processor across the entire Central and East Africa. Your Excellency, Mr. President, ladies and gentlemen, in paying a visit to Africa and in engaging in a dialogue with our partners on this wonderful continent, I cannot mention historical issues. The relations between African and European countries were often characterized by oppression, harm, robbery, and domination on part of the Western superpowers. It happens that the consequences of that difficult history are felt until today. They are a painful mark, and very often they are a heart-healing wound or scar. On the contrary, Poland, a country without shameful colonial past, is entering African markets totally without those encumbrances. Poland offers cooperation based on mutual respect and understanding of interests of every party. We Poles have got our own difficult, painful, and bloody experiences with the political expansion of European superpowers. In my assessment, this makes us more credible today in terms of building together with such countries as African countries, especially when we talk today about Russian aggression in Europe against Ukraine. I would like to express my gratitude for taking a very principled stance by Rwandan authorities in case of Russian aggression against Ukraine. We appreciate that Rwanda is consistent in expressing its disapproval for the aggression during its votes in international fora. To us, as neighbors of Ukraine, to us who have welcomed in our homes millions of Ukrainian refugees, to us who several times over the last 200 years, as a society, as a nation, experienced Russian aggression and occupation. This stance of Rwanda is a testimony of justice. It is extremely important, and we are very much grateful for that. Your Excellency, Mr. President, ladies and gentlemen, strengthening bonds between trusted partners, and Poland considers Rwanda as such a partner exactly, is, in my assessment, very significant, especially in the face of challenges connected with the collapse of the global security architecture. Both Poles, as well as Rwandans, have behind them a time of difficult experiences. However, it is important to stress that they did not break our spirit. They did not break our societies. They let us appreciate freedom, and they have built in our nations the desire to build a safe and secure state without external threats. I believe that we share with you, with our Rwandan friends, the same wish, and that together we can strengthen the foundations of our homelands, which are still struggling with these external threats. Poland and Rwanda can do more together, more and more. I encourage you very warmly to get involved in today's conversations. I thank you for coming, and I thank you for your participation in this business meeting, yet another business meeting here in Rwanda, Rwanda. And I hope that soon we will be able to organize such a meeting also in Poland. I hope that it will be organized on the occasion of the visit of Mr. President of the presidential capital of Rwanda in Warsaw. Ladies and gentlemen, I count on fruitful meetings and on your further meetings, and I wish to all of you good luck and a successful meeting. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency President Duda. Your Excellencies, President Kagame and President Duda, your presence here is testament to the commitment of both Rwanda and Poland's desire to really strengthen economic and political relations. We really, really thank you for being with us this afternoon. We know your schedule today is very, very busy, but if you could please give them a round of applause for gracing us with your presence today as we continue to the next part of the program. Thank you.
gisoje aho hari ibiganiro muri kubona ahangaha ni ibiganiro byitabiriwe n'abayobozi byombi ahangaha rero akaba hagiye gukomereza ikindi gice cy'ibiganiro kijyanye n'ihuriro ry'ijyanye n'ikoranabuhanga ariko kandi n'ihuriro riri kwiga ku